He didn't just leave, he vanished, no explanation, no closure. Just silence, and somehow that silence is louder than anything he ever said to you. If you've loved a Pisces man, you already know this pain. Not the sharp kind that hits all at once, but the slow, so quiet kind that settles into your chest and stays there. The kind that makes you pick up your phone 100 times and put it down again. Because you're not just missing him. You're missing the version of you that existed when he made you feel seen. But here's what nobody tells you about a Pisces man who disappears after a breakup. It's not what you think. Most people assume he disappeared because he moved on quickly, because he didn't care as deeply as you did, because you were easier to forget than you realized. But that's not what's actually happening. And understanding the real reason, the one buried beneath the silence, might be the most important thing you ever learn about love. A Pisces man feels everything. That's not a compliment or a criticism. It's just the truth. Where other people experience emotions in waves, he experiences them like floods. When he loves you in a way that scares even him. He becomes absorbed in you. Your moods become his moods. Your pain becomes his pain. Your happiness becomes the thing he quietly builds his world around. So when the relationship ends, even when he is the one who ended it, he doesn't just lose you. He loses himself, and that's where the disappearing begins. Here's something most people miss about a Pisces man after a breakup. He doesn't disappear because he's healed. He disappears because he can't face what he's done. Pisces men are not built for confrontation. They are not built for the messy, uncomfortable aftermath of broken hearts. And here's the painful truth. He knows he hurt you. He feels it deeply, sometimes more than you realize. But instead of sitting in that discomfort, instead of facing you, instead of offering you the closure you deserve, he swims away. Because disappearing feels safer than accountability. Because distance feels easier than watching the damage he caused. But there's something even deeper happening here. A Pisces man operates from an emotional world that most people never fully understand. He builds entire relationships in his imagination before they ever begin in real life. He felt things for you that he may have never said out loud. Versions of a future together that lived inside him like a private film only he could watch. When it ends, he's not just grieving the relationship you both shared. He's grieving the one that only ever existed in his mind. And that grief, it's suffocating. So he goes somewhere no one can find him, not physically, but emotionally. He retreats into music, into art, into solitude, into someone new who doesn't know his history yet. Not because he's cold-hearted, but because he doesn't know how to grieve out loud. And this is where things become complicated. Because sometimes, not always, but sometimes, the disappearance isn't permanent. Pisces men are known to return weeks later, months later, sometimes years, with a message so gentle, so carefully worded, that it reopens everything you've spent so long trying to close. He won't come back making demands. He'll come back the way he always showed up. Quietly, emotionally, with just enough vulnerability to remind you why you fell for him in the first place. And when that moment comes, you'll have a choice to make. So what do you do with all of this? First, understand that his disappearance is about his limitations, not your worth. He didn't vanish because you weren't enough. He vanished because he wasn't equipped to handle the weight of what he felt and what he'd broken. Second, recognize the pattern before it repeats. A Pisces man who disappears without closure once will find it easier to do it again, unless something genuinely shifts inside him. Love without accountability is not love, it's comfort. Third, and this is the hardest part, protect your peace the same way he protected his. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to miss him. You are allowed to remember the beautiful parts of what you had together. But you are not allowed to shrink yourself waiting for someone who chose silence over honesty. The truth about a Pisces man who disappears after breaking your heart is this: he loved you in the deepest, most complicated way he knew how, and he failed you in the most painful way possible. Both things are true at the same time. Some people will grow from that failure. Some Pisces men will do the inner work, face their patterns, and come back as someone capable of staying, and some won't. The question was never really about him. The question is, what do you deserve while you wait to find out? If this video gave you something to think about, something that felt like it was written specifically about your situation, you are not alone. Thousands of people have sat exactly where you're sitting right now, phone in hand, searching for answers that the person who hurt them refused to give. Subscribe if you want to keep understanding the people who confuse you most. New videos drop every week, and every one of them is designed to give you the clarity, the language, and the emotional tools that no one else is talking about. Because you deserve to understand your story, not just survive it.